Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today on the table we have a Kahles 1-6. This is with the SM1 reticle. Let's check it out. All right folks, so full disclosure, beginning of this video, I have not mounted this optic and shot with it because I wasn't 100% sure if it's something that I wanted. And costing $2,000, I wanted to make sure it was something that I would really want. So anyway, so let's go ahead and open up what comes with it. Comes with a protective case to cover your scope with. It comes with a Kahles patch, and of course it comes with your optic. All right, so pretty much everything else is paperwork. Nothing really else to go over in there, but let's start off at the back of the scope. Obviously we have an adjustable diopter. This is not a locking one, but it's super smooth. It's actually rubberized around this ring here, so you can get, even if you get a nice little grip on this. Very smooth, very nice indeed. The eye relief in this, they state, is about 3.7 inches. I would say that's pretty correct. And obviously, stating back, since we're starting back here, the eye box is good and the eye relief is good. When you look through this, it's almost, if you've used a razor, when the optic kind of disappears, this actually kind of works in the exact same way. When you look through this, you really can't see anything. That it just kind of disappears. It's like it's floating. Really cool. Design, very nice. I love that about the razor, and it's really nice to see that this has it also. Very cool. Moving up, we'll have obviously its markings here. We have the K16I, the 1-6x24, and just some more branding on either side where it says the Kahles. Moving up to the adjustment for the zoom lever. There's a little fin here that's already it's already built into the zoom lever, which is really nice. The 1 through 6 is very smooth, very nice indeed, and it's got some ridges all the way around here again, so you can get a nice grip of the zoom lever right there. Good job. It comes with a 30mm mount, and then moving up, we do have capped turrets. So let's take these turrets off. So inside the turrets, you do have a 0 marking, but there is no other numbers on there. They're audible, they're tactile, and they are positive. Very nice. Let's put that elevation cap back on. Let's check out the windage. And on the windage cap, there is a place for a spare battery, which is nice to see. And the battery does take a 2032 battery, very common battery, obviously. So it's nice you can store an extra one on there. Obviously, the clicks feel the same as obviously the elevation. So if you want to set these, once you zero it, you can unscrew the screw on top here, loosen that off, and turn the cap to the 0 and place it back on, so you can set your 0. There is no locking 0, but you can still set that 0, which is nice. Not with this kind of optic though, you're not really looking to dial in or anything like that. So once it's set, I mean, once I set this, I probably wouldn't even take off the screws to 0 it. I would probably just leave it, but you can do that if you wish. On the other side, we do obviously the illumination. We have the battery cap here. Now with the illumination, it's simple. You just turn the knob, and you'll see here it's got like a gradient here. And as you go up, the brightness obviously goes up all the way up to max. It is daylight bright. It's not as bright as some other reticles, but it is definitely daylight bright. I'm not a huge fan of how the illumination works. I like the numbers with an offsetting between them. Just that way I don't have to constantly remember to kind of put it all the way back. I can just turn it back to 1, in another optic, and it's off. And then when I pick it back up, I just turn it one click and it's back on to the setting I like. So I'm not a huge fan of that particular illumination knob, but it works just fine. Under this battery cap here, obviously we have the CR2032 battery. When you take the battery out, the connection to the terminals underneath isn't great. You only have that one. It's kind of weird for a $2,000 scope. I feel like the battery connector needs to be more robust than just how it is. So yeah, I mean, there has been complaints from some people online where when they knock their optic that it does cause some flickering or has switched off. Now, I don't think that's a super common problem by any means, but it's something that has been stated online, so just be aware of that. And then obviously we come up to the rest of the 30mm tube and to the front here. So overall quality of construction is very, very nice, as you would expect for a $2,000 optic. One of the things that I was concerned about is durability. There's not a lot of reports on durability. Now, these are specifically, I contacted Kahles and said, you know, your countries abroad, not obviously the US, going abroad, these are used in militaries and things like that, so they should be robust enough. So it does come with a 10-year warranty, but I believe if you break this and it's your fault, you have to cover the cost. If something obviously goes wrong with it, that's not your fault, they will cover it. Don't quote me on that. So the length of this comes in at about 10.9 inches, which is a little longer than some of your other LPVOs, specifically say the Razor, which is such a common popular LPVO. This is actually a little longer. Where this does win though is the weight. This comes in at 16.9 ounces. It's very light. I mean, it feels, the construction feels great, but it's definitely light at 16.9 inches, which is a huge plus for me, saving those weight savings. So yeah, great weight savings on there. It does come with 3 different reticles. There's like a 3-gun reticle, which wasn't for me. I'll put images in here so you can see them. There's a SM1 reticle, which I have in this one, which you've been seeing throughout the video. And then you have the third one, which again, I'll put the image in for you to see right now. It looks very similar just to the plain SM1. The glass clarity on this is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Some of the best glass I have seen, edge-to-edge clarity, just spectacular glass. There's no other way to put it, but at this price point, you'd definitely be expecting top tier glass, and this 100% has it. You will not be disappointed in the glass. The reticles I like, I prefer the SM1 because when I don't have illumination on, I want something that I can use, having that edge reticle, and something that draws my eye pretty well. This draws my eye pretty well. There's been better reticles for me that draws my eye in a little more when that illumination's off, but the reticle, I do like the reticle. So yeah, they definitely have reticles, decent reticles I definitely like. Again, LPVOs, optics in general, they're very personal, right? So again, what might work for you might not work for me or somebody else. So the best thing to do is always try and get your hands on these to kind of see if it fits your needs. So let's talk about the price of these. These are expensive. They are, and again, that's why I haven't mounted this, because I wanted to see what my thoughts were, because if I don't like this, I don't want to be able not to send it back for $2,000. You can sometimes get these on EuroOptic when it's like their demo version, showroom demo, and they're like, I think 1,700 bucks, something like that. When they say showroom demo on EuroOptic, that doesn't always mean that these have been handled. I have bought optics off of there before that are brand spanking new that say they were demo, but they weren't. They were brand new. I think it's a way to get around mapping, not sure. But anyway, so yeah, they're very, very, very expensive, and you got to think about at what point are you diminishing returns, right? So, you know, could you get an optic that's cheaper that works just as well? Yes, but if you want like insanely nice glass, this is phenomenal. If you want to save some weight, this is it. But you got to think at some point, you know, okay, $2,000, would I be better going for the Vortex Razor or something like that? I don't know. It's up to you. Vortex Razor for me, great optic, a little heavy. So the glass clarity between this and the Razor, I think the Kahles wins it for me. The glass, as I said, is just spectacular. So anyway, now, am I keeping this? I am not. I do really like it. The price point is definitely a little steep for me. I actually was looking at this one in the Nightforce NX8. Now this beats the NX8 in certain ways for sure, but the NX8 in other ways beats this for me. So I do really like it. If I was made of money, I would absolutely keep it, but I'm not. But if you're looking for a lightweight scope that has spectacular glass, excellent reticles, really good illumination, definitely check out the Kahles 1-6 if it fits in your budget. Definitely take a look at this. It's a very, very nice optic. All right, folks, link in the description if you wish to buy one. I'll include links in for Euro Optic for the demo version if it's available, and the full price versions down there. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask them below. I'm always happy to help wherever I can. And if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it really helps me out, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right, folks, until next time, I'll catch you later.